What is the purpose of speaking about nothing, you see? Why speak? What position does the speaker have? What position in life, you see? Are you an enlightened, a speaker of enlightenment, a speaker of awakening, a speaker of consciousness, a speaker of non-duality, a speaker of religion, a speaker of science, a speaker of spirituality, a speaker of, humor, a speaker of anger? What position does the speaker hold? You see, the stable, rigid, hardened, ingrained ego mind can't accept the position of positionless. You see, there's no position that anyone can take and hold on to for eternity. We're already that, you see. The idea is to be free of position. Free of position. We come here as whatever we are to experience change, to experience ongoingness, infinite possibilities. Not one possibility. You see, I exist. That's permanence. The I that exists is not the person I, me, the mind, the thought, the form, the particular quality of consciousness. I is existing in all changing states, changing positions, changing life. But the mind cannot abide by that. State your position, sir. State your position. Are you Christian? Are you Catholic? Are you man? Are you free? Are you bound? These are just states of mind. They could be good qualities of mind for you. They could be bad qualities of mind for you. But the good and bad are changing. Not once have you got up in the morning in your, say, 15-year life, or 50-year life, or 70-year life, and at the end of the day said, that day was exactly the same as a particular day I had 15 years ago. I spoke the same word, all the same sentences, I did the same things, I ate the same amount of food, I ate the same qualities of food, the clouds were in the same position. Everything that happened on this day was exactly repeated 15 years ago on that Tuesday. Yet you still think, I am the same person. I am the same person every day. The permanent I is the same every day. The changing I is not you. The mind is just flowing to and fro, like that boat on the ocean. When the current is not calm and it's not wavy, it's just flowing to and fro. But sometimes they have wavy days, and sometimes we have meaningless days and meaningful days. That's what we came here for, to experience change, To stop experiencing being permanent and still and silent. To be free and open and loving. Positionless. It must be horrific being a king. To the mind of the king that thinks the king has to be stable, permanent, always the same wave, the same salute, the same uniform. Even the king changes its clothes. Even the king drinks brandy one night and whiskey the next night. Even the king is accepting the change that it is here. The position king is a name, it's an identity. It's not stuck. So many people, they have a name. John. Christened John. Yeah? Mum calls John son. Yeah? Amy calls John a brother. Teacher calls John by his surname. Smith, please come to the forefront of the class. Friends called John Johnny. John calls himself me, I, we, us. John is never exempt from anything that John is, does, and changes throughout its life. You see, I'm talking about the most sensible thing, but the inability to accept change. You see, I have kept this job for 40 years. I've done the same thing every day. Not true. Not true. Even if you're packing bread in baskets every day, different bread, different grasp, different skin, different basket, different breath, different people around you working, different speed of the machine, different weather outside, different everything about you, your life. Deepak Chopra says, science has proved that your whole body that is absolutely, as you think, permanent now, which is not, it's changing, it's moving, the skin is dying, it's living, it's dying, it's living, the atoms and molecules are changing. In a year's time, all of your body will have disappeared into the Eiffel Tower, into the fields, into the ocean, into the atmosphere, into the worms, into the birds. And all of that, things that changes into, will change into you. The only thing that keeps you permanent is John. But it's not John, because John is changing, you see. I is the only thing that's not changing. You cannot remove I, you see. I can change John. I can be called Johnny, Joe, Jay, brother, sister, husband, father, friend, colleague, neighbour, son, cousin, nephew. I can be called all these things. But John cannot be called anything without I. I am John. Who is I? You see, who is I that knows that it is John? You see, self-inquiry is not about transcending into the universe of love and all the stuff that the saints and the gurus make it beautiful. It is beautiful in your own essence. Don't listen to what anyone has to say about what it is, because it's their experience. It's John's experience, and John is I. You see? Primarily, John is I. We don't say John am I. We say I am John. I comes first. I am John. 1, 2, 3. John am I. No, we don't talk like that. We can't talk like that. We can't maintain that speech. You're locked up in some mental hospital because they'll say, what's this one? He's going backwards, you know. John am I. What does John am I mean? He's trying to say he is John. Let's give him some therapy, some medication. Yeah. And we start saying everything is backwards, you know. Coming is train. No, train is coming. I don't know what to say. Look through I. Look into I. Don't bypass I. If I comes and it goes, wait, it'll be back there in a nanosecond. Because you are I. You cannot be removed from I. I is the root of awareness, the root of breath, the root of thoughts, the root of mind, the root of body. I is preliminary and primary. The soul. You see, when they say the soul means the point of beginning. The point of I, the root of I, is the beginning of life. Rumi speaks about the beginning. And he gets all poetic because it's the moment of birth for Rumi. Not his birth in the womb, the birth of the whole of Rumi. Does Rumi really have a beginning and an end? No. Rumi is all that it is. Same as I is all that it is. God says to Moses, I am that. I am. You know, sometimes the inquiry it feels pointless because it has to be pointless, you see. It has to be positionless. If the speaker takes a stand, a position, and starts vocalizing and verbalizing, this is it, this is the way to do it, this is who you are, this is what God is, this is my understanding, this is my position. Everyone either worships, puts their hands to the ground, and gives up and sacrifices their opportunity to meet God because this one seems to be superior. This one has a position. Or the other way, they shoot that one down in flames and they put him on a cross. Accept your position as the positionless. And you understand the freedom of humanity, the freedom of life, the freedom that we keep searching. Mind searches for every day. I just want to be free. Well, let everything go. Surrender to the world of positionless. Freedom is that what is. Is born from I, and I is that is stable, but the most moving of all. Namaste.